Have you met with the Saints at all?
I have not. I did a formal with the Saints, but I haven't I did an informal with the Saints. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I didn't do a formal with the Saints.
Okay.
Why did you decide to leave school early?
I decided to leave school early. It was an inner challenge. I felt like it was the right thing to do. I did a lot of prayer, but this is a talented safety class. But I don't take a backseat to anybody as far as talent. Coming out, I felt like it was the right decision, and I feel like that's what's right for me.
What are your expectations when it comes to the draft?
When it comes to the draft, I don't have any expectations. I just whatever team picks me is gonna get a great player. That's it.
Josh, what kind of test did you feel like you got as a DB against ACC quarterbacks this year? It was a great league for quarterbacks.
We got Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Quarterbacks like that. The quarterback from Miami, Kaya. All those quarterbacks are elite. So the ACC, we definitely don't take a back seat as far as talent to any conference. I feel like we're probably elite. If not the best conference. In the country. So there's a lot of talent. As far as quarterback wise.
What did you do when you had a week when you knew you were playing a great quarterback? Right. What do you have to do to get yourself ready as a DB for a week like that? Because in the NFL, that's going to be basically every week.
No doubt. Every week I approach every week the same. No matter if I'm playing a quarterback that's not as talented as a Deshaun Watson, I'm still approaching it the same way. I'm still putting in my hours, every day, Monday through Friday. I'm not just because it's an elite quarterback doesn't mean I'm gonna step my game up as far as preparation. I prepare the same way for everybody.
How much of a dream was this of yours growing up in Michigan, and when did it start to realize or click that you had a shot to live it out?
It's a huge dream. It's not, the process isn't over yet, but definitely always dreamed about this. Like I said, I used to watch this on TV, when I was like in elementary school. So being here is like wow, you're finally here, but it's not, it's still work to be done. It's not over with.
Do you have any memories of watching the combine from back then?
I do, but I have memories, definitely memories. Every year, like 2 years ago, I said I was watching the combine, and I remember going out doing some extra work, and I was still at NC State. I remember going out doing some extra work, and I was just saying to myself the whole time, like, one day, soon, and here I am.
Obviously, Ryan Nielsen didn't coach you. He coached defensive line in North Carolina State. He's now in New Orleans.
Right.
What is the biggest thing the Saints are getting with Ryan?
They're getting a great coach, hands-on coach, man. He does a phenomenal job with the D-line. Like, he does a really great job. He's one of the best coaches, that we had on that staff. We had some phenomenal coaches, and he definitely takes his job serious. So really, really serious. He's going to get the best out of you, definitely.
He seems very vocal.
He's a very vocal, and he means what he says. You know what I'm saying? If he gets on you, that just means he cares. He wants you to be He wants you to be a perfectionist. He's not gonna let you slack off. He's not gonna let you take time off and take a rep off. Every rep to him means something.
What advice would you give the Saints players if you could? They're about 2 months away from OTAs on what to expect him coming in.
And just come in and be ready to work hard. That's it. Just don't take days off. Be ready to work hard. Be ready to compete. And just take coaching.
Thank you.
If an NFL team was asking, what film should we look at to see you at your best? Right. What were some of the games you thought you played best?
One game I would say, Wake Forest game, Clemson game, Miami. Definitely games like that. Boston College games like that. Those games I felt like, especially Wake Forest. Everything you're looking for in a safety. I feel like I did that game, as far as blitzing, covering, tackling, playing the ball, all those things, I felt like I did. So definitely that game.
Josh, where do you feel like you made your biggest strides between your sophomore season and your junior season when you really thrived?
Well, I felt like, all around, I just turned a lot of, I just worked on my weaknesses and turned them into strengths. And throughout the season, I continued to, even if I was good at something, even if I did something good the previous week, I was still going to work on it. You know, so I felt like, you know, just preparing the right way, you know, working hard in the offseason, just putting my head down, not saying much, you know, just working hard.
Kind of along the same lines, Mike Mayock was asked about your game yesterday, and he said, you know, really good freshman year, sophomore year, it did. You know, this year it came back. Can you explain, I don't know, what happened that made you play dip, if that in fact was the case? And
well, you know, it was just, you know, I would say, you know, it wasn't I guess my approach to the game. You know, every dog gonna have his day, and I had a year. You know what I'm saying? So that I didn't like that feeling, having a bad year. You know, I'm my biggest critic. So what I did in the offseason, you know, I told myself that'll never happen again. And every media, every guy that will bring it up, you know, this past fall, you know, I would tell them, you will never see that again out of me.
what went wrong that year?
Just you know, focus and, you know, I guess, you know, preparation and just not just being me. You know what I'm saying?
So what did you change specifically to get it back? Because you had a good year, obviously, this year.
Definitely being more prepared every week in and week out. You know, I understood that talent, you know, at that level and at this level too, you can't just go out there and perform how you want to just off pure talent. You know, you gotta have an approach to the game. It's like how Peyton Manning would approach the game. You know, become a real student of the game. You know, not just watch film, but actually watch film, if that makes sense. You know, just dissect what the other team's doing.
So you ended up playing all three quarterbacks that are the top three quarterbacks in this class, in this draft class, with Deshaun Kaiser,
Trubisky, yeah, I forgot
Deshaun
about
Watson,
Trubisky.
and Mitch Trubisky.
Yes.
So how would you compare the experience of going against those three guys? Because you're like in a pretty unique position to analyze those guys.
You know, all those guys are phenomenal quarterbacks. Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, you know, Kaya, all those guys are elite. You know, they ran their offense very well, and you know, they had good stats against us. You know, so I don't know how to rank those guys, but to me, they're all great quarterbacks, and I would love to have
but
all
just
three of them.
the toughest one.
The toughest one, man, probably, you know, going against Deshaun Watson, because he's such a competitor.
Okay.
You know, the way he just, I admired the way he took control of the Clemson offense. You know, just to him finding ways to win, you know, week in and week out. You know, that was a close game that we had against him. You know, it came down to overtime, and his will to win is what impressed me, is what I admired.
You also said that was one of your best games.
You know, that was one of the best games. You know, I felt like, you know, just doing my job. You know, I did my job. You know, a couple plays that I liked in that game was good. But yeah, that team was good. You know, they won a national championship with his leadership.